Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in here at Coco Lencho, Japan. So it is Labor Day weekend, and we are heading to Igami Seaside Park Auto Camp near Nagato. Is the Sea of Japan side. If you have been following us before, we are in the Yamaguchi Prefecture near Iwakuni. So it's about a 3-hour drive. We're going to go through the mountains. Typhoon Shanshan just passed us yesterday, as a matter of fact. So hopefully there's not any damage on the road or mudslides or anything like that. But so we're just gonna go ahead and go spend 2 nights and 3 days at this particular auto camp right there by the ocean. So one of the goals that I have along with sharing this content as we travel around Japan is to go ahead and share with you different tips and tricks and places to go. And so hopefully I'm able to cover as much as that as possible. If you have any comments or wishes that I should have covered during this video, please let me know and I'll try to incorporate them in the upcoming videos. All right, so come along. So we're about an hour and a half away from our destination, and we figured we'd stop by this Michinoeki. And as I was backing up through my mirror, it kind of looked like I had a flat tire. I did not even really realize it, but yeah, sure enough, I have a flat tire. And then Choco is now calling the Roadside Assistance. Let's see how long it takes for them to arrive and help us out. I mean, I could go ahead and crawl under there and try to change it myself, but then again, let's go ahead and take advantage of the Roadside Assistance and test it out. Yeah, so they called and it's going to take about 50 minutes for them to arrive. The manly man in me says, screw it, I'll just do it myself. I already removed the tire from the bottom. But in a way, I kind of want to test, see how it works here in Japan. Quite a large vehicle and a itty bitty little jack that comes along with this van. So yeah, that's fine. So the guy showed up in his little car here. Just kind of help us out. All right, so that was quick and easy. He had all the right tools, which is great. Many times I have done that myself, changing the tire and over torquing it and breaking the lug nuts. So in a case like this, you know, especially if you're already paying for roadside assistance, take advantage of it. All right, let's go. We arrived. This is our spot right here. That's where the restrooms were at, but looks like we are like the only ones here. Water, the ocean is right there. Sea of Japan side. There should be a nice sunset this evening. The water is a little murky because again, all the heavy rain. Okay, so we're all set up, ready to go. This is about 5 p.m. and sunset is probably around 7 p.m. So right now we're just going to go ahead and relax for a little while. As you can see, we got a little air conditioner contraption going on over there. We have power. I'm not exactly sure what the wattage is, but I have the air conditioner running, our external air conditioner running. And so yeah, again, we're just gonna rest. Initially we thought that we were going to spend 2 nights here, but yeah, just by looking at the situation right here, it's a little run down and stuff like that, and quite frankly probably not a whole lot to do for 2 days. We decided to just go ahead and check out tomorrow. We do have the battery fully charged. That will give us enough power for an entire night running the air conditioner. So tomorrow, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and head on up north along the coast and kind of stop somewhere I guess close enough that we are able to make it back home. Hopefully that spare tire makes it. It's, you know, it's not a donut, so it should be fine. If not, then we have seen that the emergency roadside assistance is pretty good and we'll just figure it out, no big deal. All right folks, let's go ahead and get some little rest and and enjoy the sunset a little bit later, and again, just chillax. Hey, good morning folks. Check out the beautiful sunrise. So yeah, we slept quite well last night. We did hook up to power all night. We ran the air conditioner. It's about 4 a.m. Both of us kind of realized like, hey, it's getting a little nippy in here, so we turned it off. Really nice and quiet, gorgeous view. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and head on up north and maybe make it all the way up to Hamada Beach. We're not sure yet. That's the beauty about having a camper van. You can just kind of be impromptu or just kind of go with the flow. This particular spot right here with full hookup, and actually there's no water, but that's okay, was 5,000 yen, so about 35 US dollars. I'm not quite sure if they're like vacation homes or rentals or what, but they're all identical. Definitely with the best views. Interesting. Wow, folks, look at this view. 6:10 a.m. Gorgeous. So we're gonna head on that way. So we're just going to bounce around and kind of this evening figure out a spot to stay later on. Yeah, so after we left our campground, we came over here to Kawashi Cape. It's about, I don't know, 20-minute drive, somewhat narrow roads. And right now we're getting ready to walk down and explore. As we're driving down, the water looked really blue, turquoise. But let's go ahead and check out the sign, see what they kind of have in this area. Kita Nagato Kaigen Kusai National Park, way up there. So this is where we're at right now, way over here, and we were camping somewhere in this area. And this right here is the Monosumi Jinja Shrine. This is not this location, but it's nearby. It's all in this region. Really pretty area. Definitely need to come and check it out. We have been here before as well. Senjojiki. Oh, look at this. And there's a lighthouse way over there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be walking all the way over there. Yeah, so it looks like to make it over to the lighthouse, you go down this really windy, grassy area path. Not quite sure if we're gonna do that. As a matter of fact, I know we're not gonna do that. But look at the water, so pretty. Okay, we're just having fun because it's like Pac-Man eating that boat. This is the most western side of Japan. Okay, so far this trip is going great, but we're finding a couple problems. So when we were near the beach area, we're getting ready to pull over, and I looked and I noticed that this is coming off too. Well, actually what happened is I kind of ran over a little curve. and then I came out to inspect it, and I was like, ooh. So we found a yellow hat, which is about 20 minutes away. So let's see if we can go ahead and just change all 4 tires right now while we're at it. All right, so here's the verdict. So apparently the folks that owned this vehicle before, they changed, they put bigger tires and rims on this van, so they're bigger than the original size. So we were not able to find this same size right here. And after many questions back and forth, came to the conclusion that, well, it would take at least a week to special order this size. However, the spare is the original manufacturer size, and they do have those, but we had to purchase a set of rims and studless are winter tires. So we're gonna end up putting winter tires on the vehicle, and this size right here. We're going to keep the spare, and we're just gonna have him throw away all 4 of these. We don't need them, and chuck them and hit the road again. All of that came out to about almost $700, again, including the 4 rims and 4 new tires, winter. And they're a little bit cheaper right now because it's still summer. And I have asked before, and I asked this guy before, folks let me know in the comments if I'm incorrect, but basically you can use winter tires year round. However, from my understanding, a little bit slipperier when it rains and stuff like that. But we are planning a trip in the winter up towards snow country, so we need them anyway. So there you go, that's what we're gonna do. All right, okay, so there you go. We got 4 new tires here at Yellow Hat. Yellow Hat is an auto parts store here in Japan, at least in this area. I don't know what the road noise is going to be like, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, they look good. So we have found a Michinoeki. It's about an hour from here, and it has an onsen and everything. So we are going to spend the night there, folks. So go ahead and follow us along. Yeah, on our way there, we're just gonna make a quick little stop by this port. This is a cool little place, little fishing town. Look at these houses right here, right next to the ocean, right next to the port. That's a cool fishing boat. I think those lights over there are to attract the squid. Once I was traveling around and I kind of stopped at a port just like this, and I was talking to the gentleman asking what's the purpose, and if I remember correctly, he was talking about for the squid when they go out at night. It looks like it's backwards or something, or sideways. Just the angle that you're doing it. Hiace Seaside Market. Yeah, I made another quick stop by this Hiace Seaside Market, Michinoeki. It's about 20 minutes from the other place that we're going. But it's really nice, big, beautiful area. Look at lots of fresh food and seafood and whatnot. So we are going to stay here at Abu Campfield, Morisata Umi no place. So our place is going to be over there. There's only 2 other people, and really pretty place, brand new. This is by the Abucho Michinoeki, which is on this side. Up on the other side, there is one of those paid places. Basically, it's just a parking. That is only 1,000 yen, which is about $8. This over here was 5,500 yen, which is about $35. But we decided to just go ahead and stay over here because it's a little bit more quiet and just nicer. And then plus we also got a discount for the onsen, and then also for this cafe right here, which we're going to visit tomorrow. Yeah, so right now let's go ahead and get set up. And just like that, we all set up with our air conditioner and the power on the side right here. It only takes us about 10 minutes now. We got it down to science. This is the setup that we have for the portable air conditioner unit. One, I went to Jutendo and bought a tray. I think these are one of those trays that you can use for like plants inside the house, and or like if you're setting up a little nursery or something like that inside the house. And then I built a little ramp. This one's a little bit, it's kind of hard to see, but it's a little bit higher piece of wood on this side and a little bit lower, so that it is at an incline. One of the problems that we had last night was that this tray was a little too high. It's perfect as far as capturing water, but it was a little too high, and this lip was causing it to pinch like this. So a bunch of water filled up. It was up to the rim, so a little bit longer it would have been spilling over. And then so I cut a little notch right here, and then basically it comes down into this big water jug. As you can see, overnight it did build up quite a bit of water. So if you're going to have this set up, highly recommend that you do something like this. So far this has been working. And then I put a little clip so that it doesn't touch all the way down, and then water can continuously keep going in. All right, so just wanted to point out this setup, and I think thus far has been working quite well. And then the tubing comes out this way, and then with Jackery on sleep mode, it should last all night, especially in the very hot and humid nights like here in Japan. Really nice place. This place is definitely much nicer than yesterday's. This one I will definitely highly recommend it. The other one, if you're paying, not quite sure if that's you're getting your money's worth. And this one, it was about the same price, maybe I think it's like 500 yen more expensive, but you have all this, and way over there is where the onsen is at, and it's only us three. And the really clean showers, air conditioned. Right up in here is where the where you can wash your dishes and everything. And here it's nicely air conditioned, big sink so you can wash bigger things. Lots of outlets, free charge. That's really cool. Nice view from here. And we're looking forward to the sunset around 7 p.m. right on that side. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and get into onsen real quick and relax a little, and come on back and have some dinner and get some sleep. We should be able to have a nice and relaxing night tonight. There's one other guy arrived, still quite empty. All right, let's go ahead and get in the onsen. We're heading towards the onsen, which is right over there. And but we're just noticing that the RVs are actually increasing. Obviously the folks that are going to be staying here overnight. See, these folks over here, there's no power, but that guy way over there, that one right there, that's where the power is at. So pretty much it's right off the busy road, quite frankly, but it's 1,000 yen and it has power. So if you have an air conditioner like ours, or you just need extra power, that's where you can stay. And there's four spots right there. Yeah, that onsen hit the spot for sure. Gorgeous view. It's not a Rotenboro where you can be outside pretty much in the fresh air, but still, however, really nice view. Yeah, right up over there where the steamy area is at, that's where the onsen is at. So basically this is the view looking out this way. Our campground is down that way. Hey, good morning everyone. So here we are, night 2. We had a great time at this place right here, nice and quiet, all by ourselves for the most part, other than a couple more vehicles around there. Really great facilities, I already talked about that. I woke up bright and early and I figured I'd go ahead and walk around a little, enjoy the nice beautiful morning before we start getting set up and head on back home. Yeah, let's go ahead and walk around here, the pier real quick, and just kind of enjoy the morning. Looks like they're getting ready to go out fishing early in the morning. 6 a.m. Boy, they make sure that you wake up, don't they? Every town in Japan, or for the most part, most towns in Japan, I think it's usually 6 a.m., 12, and 5 p.m. they have that some sort of music reminder letting you know, hey, time to get up, time to eat some lunch, and time for you kids and whatnot to go back home. We are completing our trip, our little road trip that we did, leaving Iwakuni down towards Nagata, and now we're in Abucho. I hope you enjoy this trip and some of the lessons learned, and as we continue traveling around Japan in our camper van and learning some of the tricks and some of the improvements that we are doing to our camper van, and hopefully they help you. We did have a couple little mishaps, so hopefully you learn from those and what not to do, or what you should do in the event of such as a flat tire, like in our case. And then what I want to do is cover topics that you may be interested in when you come to Japan, or if you already live in Japan, whether it's your biking or your camper van, or you're in a tent, or whatever the case may be. If there's any questions or something that I did not cover, you wish I should have covered, please let me know so I can incorporate them in future videos, and or at bare minimum I can answer your question if you comment below. All right folks,